That word, beautiful, has been a hard word to get around for me. Because when someone is beautiful, that's also aligned with maybe not so intelligent, maybe not so talented. How I look, I had nothing to do with. I came here this way. I love when someone says, you're a great mother, you are a talented actor, but the physical part has become a bit, okay, what else is out there for me?
We think we all know Halle Berry. After all, she's been on movie screens and in our living rooms for 30 years. My colleague TJ Holmes sat down with a beauty queen from Ohio who'd become a Hollywood legend. She broke the mold as a Bond girl in Die Another Day.
Magnificent view.
It is, isn't it?
As Storm, the weather-controlling mutant in X-Men. But it was her transformation into Letitia Musgrove in Monsters Ball that was her true breakthrough. It won her an Oscar for Best Actress, making her the first and still the only black woman to ever do so.
He was a good kid. You know, he was a really good kid. Yeah. He was so good. He loved me.
Now Miss Berry is hoping for another breakthrough, this time in front of and behind the camera. She produced and directed Bruised.
So that's your motivation to get over here. And so if that's the case, you might stop us back here.
Stripping herself down to play Jackie Justice, a disgraced MMA fighter and mother.
20 years ago, I didn't even dream that I could do this. I didn't think that opportunity would come my way in my lifetime, you know, where black women really got to sit behind the camera and tell their stories from their point of view.
Even on this, you weren't trying to be the director on this film either, but you had a vision for it that you finally came around to you being the right person to bring it to camera.
Right. The story was so clear in my mind because I had to reimagine it for someone like me. It wasn't written for a black woman. So in the reimagining of it, I really saw the world clearly. And in my research, what I was finding out about why women fight, the world became very clear to me in my mind. And it was a story that was burning inside me to tell. But it was a fight every single day to prove that I could do this.
I see tears in your eyes now. It's not just a labor of love. You went through it, Halle.
I did. But the good thing is I'm a fighter. And my hope is for the Tessa Thompsons and the Zendayas that because I lived through my journey and I fought all the fights that I had to fight and continue to fight, that their fight will be indelibly easier.
Actress Tessa Thompson has crafted a wide-ranging body of work from memorable performances as superhero Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok to civil rights legend Diane Nash in Selma.
Miss Nash.
Mr. Bevel?
My colleague Deborah Roberts sat down with Tessa Thompson to hear about her experiences in Hollywood.
Is it by design that these characters that you pick are so different?
It is at this point. I mean, I think certainly in the beginning of your career, you are just hoping to get a job. You don't have the luxury of choice. You're sort of throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. But I think, you know, at a certain point, I started to feel like, I don't know how long I can stay in this industry because it feels very narrow, the kind of parts that I might have the opportunity to play.
Ms. Thompson is now working to do things her way with her own production company called Viva Mod. Her goal is to create roles for a variety of women of all races, ethnicities, and definitely all colors.
Is there a different journey for women depending on the tone of your skin, would you say, in Hollywood?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's undeniable if you just look at Hollywood iconography by and large. You can see it. It's clear as day. And I think that's a part of the, the design of my company with Viva Mod is really wanting, looking at Hollywood, looking at this problem of colorism, going, sometimes I contribute to that. I'm certainly the benefactor of that in some ways, right? Like, what can I do? What is actionable? And I think one thing is just to be able, in whatever way I can, to foster projects that actually allow for a wealth of black women to be on screen that are all shades, that are all colors.
What do you want to leave to those who now are being inspired by Tessa Thompson?
I think freedom to show up more authentically as the fullest expression of yourself, whatever that means. To feel that you can also be of service to your community, to your race, by being free to be who you are. I think that's something that matters to me. That's something I'd like to offer.
And Soul of a Nation presents Screen Queens Rising airs Thursday at 8 Eastern right here on ABC.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.